In this lecture, we'll discuss IMS architecture. So this is simplified IMS diagram, you can say. So before this, I can say IMS is a network which can be integrated with internet, right? Internet plus IMS, right? We can have a VoIP calls, voice over internet protocol. VoIP means voice over internet protocol. So which was replaced mainly landline phones with the this VoIP, right? We even VoIP phones exist in many offices now also. Big offices do contains this VoIP phones, which is directly connected to internet port. So voice goes through internet. But the same IMS can be integrated. Same IMS can be integrated with LTE networks, which is 4G networks. LTE or 4G network, right? We say this is Vivo LTE, right? We are nowadays everybody is using Vivo LTE, right? And 5G IMS can be integrated with the 5G NR, 5G NR. This is calling Vivo NR. So we can have Vivo NR call. The same IMS can be IMS is IP multimedia subsystems. IMS can also integrated with the Wi-Fi. So this Wi-Fi plus IMS, right? Vivo Wi-Fi, right? Sometimes on our mobile, right? When we entered into our room or office, right? We are able to see Wi-Fi enabled call, right? So this is Vivo LTE call. So here IMS is not a new subject. IMS is there from long back, right? Which was introduced in late 90s and early 2000 era. So previous this, right, there was a landline telephone, which is directly connected to the telecom networks, which used CS technology, right, and little costly calls, right, international and STD calls were little cost. So here, this IMS brought into picture to reduce the voice calls, and also at 1990s, late 1990s and 2000, early 2000, right, 2004, 2005, at that time, internet is already deployed everywhere in all countries. Then they found this IMS, invented IMS network and combined, right, integrated with the internet, right, this VoIP, right, then we are able to make a voice call. So here it is the simplified architecture of IMS. This is simplified architecture of IMS, right? Here it is. So here network can be anything, whatever we discussed here. Okay, so just we discussed internet. It can be integrated. IMS can be integrated with internet, LTE, 5G NR, then Vivo Wi-Fi. So Wi-Fi it can be integrated with the Wi-Fi. So then this becomes internet plus IMS becomes VoIP network, LTE plus IMS becomes Vivo NR. Sorry, LTE plus IMS becomes Vivo LTE network. 5G NR plus IMS becomes Vivo NR. Wi-Fi plus IMS network becomes the Vivo Wi-Fi. So means like respective connection, right? In our context, right? We discuss Vivo LTE and Vivo NR. Vivo LTE and Vivo NR mainly. So here, when it comes to Vivo LTE, right? Vivo LTE. So LTE plus IMS. So connection comes from LTE, right? In LTE, there is a PDN gateway. From PDN gateway, connection, right, goes to PCSC. When we discuss, when we go for this Vivo NR, here DNN will be there. From DNN, connection goes to PCSCN. Okay. So let's discuss this, the functionality of these entities. So here it is CSCF refers to call session control function. Call session control function. This call session control function further subdivided into PCSCF, ICSCF, SCSCF. PCSCF is a proxy call session control function. PCSCF is proxy call session control function, means which will provide the border security between the two networks. So IMS itself is one network, LTE is another network, 5G is another network, Wi-Fi is another network, internet is another network. Here PCSCF will help to provide security between two networks. And call enters. Whenever we make a Vivo LTE call enters through PDN to PCSC. This PCSCF forwards this call to ICSCF, interrogative call session control function. So interrogative means like this call need to be connected to the server. So this is serving. This is serving CSCF. Serving, which will provide you basic services. Basic services means provides the basic services like voice call, simple voice call, right? Then registration, basic registration voice call. Then this is application server or telephony application server. Some people calls it TAS application server, right? This helps to provide call holding, then call forwarding, conference calls, which means the serving call session control function will provide a basic services, right? So for example, if I take any, so this mobile which is connected to LTE network, right? Definitely I can say, if I take LTE connection, right, there will be a base station, 4G base station. This will in turn connected to S gateway. This is connected to P gateway. Now P gateway is connected to PCSCF, which is part of IMS. So here it is LTE network, and this is IMS. So whenever this fellow calls, right, whenever somebody, this mobile wanted to use a call, right, then the call will be routed to, right, here it is ICSCF. From ICSCF to ICSCF2, yes, CS, yes, yes, C. So now there may be more than one SCSCF in the network. There may be more than one SCSCF. So now this is ICSC, interrogative call session control function, right? Takes a decision, right? It need to find out which SCSCF it should forward. So it will verify with the HSS, right? It asks to which, right? This ICSCF inquires the HSS that where should I connect this fellow's call? Then this replies, right? Based on the reply from the HSS, right? The particular, for example, if my HSS given this address, then call will be forwarded to this. Yes, yes, yes. Means this inquiry is the correct server serving call session control function. So you can see here, this ICSCF talks to HSS. HSS will provide the address. Based on that, this ICSCF connects call to SCSC, serving call session control function. Right. So this is media resource broker, which right mixes the right media. You can simply say which mix the video or audio, right? For example, when we call to somebody, we hear interactive voice response. So this will responsible for the interactive voice response, media resource broker, self-locator function. So this will locate the a particular number in the. Then this is border gateway control function, and this is media gateway control function. So these two will be used to route the call. For example, if here, so this fellow is dialing somewhere 0401234567 8. So this is a landline number. Then for him, call will be established here, right? Then the call will be routed to PSTN, which is landline, public switch telephone network, landline network. Then to route this call, right? Again, this BGCF, MGCF will come into picture and transfers the call to. This is media gateway function, right? Where a call will be connected to other networks. Call will be connected to other networks. You can see call will be media gateway control function, media gateway. Then call will be connected to either 2G, 3G, CS networks, or you can say PSTN network also. So these are the basic functionalities of each entity in the IMS. So let's see IMS. Let's see IMS registration. Means when a mobile or when a 4G mobile or 5G mobile or Wi-Fi enabled device or Vivo Vibe enabled telephone, Vivo Vibe enabled telephone, they are trying to trying to call a IMS call, or you can say Vivo LT call, Vivo NR call, or Vivo wipe. Before that, right? So these devices should register inside the IMS network. So this is a simple call flow for IMS registration.